Previously on Steins Gate 0. I gotta apologize in a soft, thin voice. Still look like she could cry in frustration at any moment. This! And she pulls out a gun, murders us both. Oh, well, there's the Moeka I know and hate. And now back to the fucked up history. Hello! NicoB! Back with some more Steins Gate 0. We last left off, we decided not to pick up the phone when Amadeus called us, and we still got transported to a new freaking world line, because of course we do. Of course. I still think that this game's probably to explain exactly why these different world lines, like the ones that I go to, why did it happen this way this time, and then this way another time. I feel like it's probably not going to get explained, because unlike the other games, they're a lot more like, I feel like a mystery than, and things that, again, I don't think are gonna get solved by the end of the game. Because, I mean, how could you? How are they gonna, like, explain why when I picked up the phone, I got sent to the Alpha World line, and why when I didn't pick up the phone, I got sent to this world line, which was still in the Beta World line? Like, I don't know, it seems almost nonsensical to me. I mean, it'd be cool if they did, if they actually find a way to do it. I'll be like, whoa, wow, okay, it all makes sense now, but... Or maybe they will try to explain it, but I'll still be like, But it does seem like we're going towards the Maho ending here, which, that's good, though. I like Maho. I'd like to get to know her a little bit better. It looks like Maho is hanging out with Moeka. They seem to have more in common than you would have thought, which is kind of cute. I mean, it'd probably be a lot cuter if Moeka also wasn't a fucking psycho murderer who's killed Biori 18,000 times. But anyway, last episode, Chimera said... Twin automata, the route where Amadeus Okabe wakes up in the year 11,945 as a Yorhan android, sighs in eternal suffering, and goes, ah shit, here we go again, son of a bitch. Yes, of course. That's right. We all have forgot about the sequel to Nier Automata, Twin Automata. Everybody's favorite new Yoko Taro game. Except instead of hot anime girls, we get hot anime boys. That's right. Yoko Taro's heading down the yaoi path. Yeah, boy! I'm actually wondering now if the twin automata, the two, would that be Moeka and Maho? Possibly? Or no. Probably Maho and Ikarisu. The two quote-unquote rivals, right? That'd make more sense. Anyway, Chimera, your hilarious comment is the reason why you are comment of the day. So we just got done talking with Maho, doing a little interview, and it was really interesting. You guys did actually clarify that, yes, the frame problem is a real thing. It's a real issue with creating an AI that is like on a level comparable to humans, or at least an AI that can act like a human, which is like, it's basically like an ability to know just from experience, from living life, I guess, that what things are important and what things aren't for making specific decisions, right? Picking up and opening the box, like things like humidity and freaking the number of birds outside, how clean is my window, it's not gonna affect that. But a dumbass computer not gonna figure that out. At least not without spending a whole bunch of time figuring out that isn't an important thing. It's really interesting, very fascinating. And that's something I gotta say I really enjoy about these games. And I remember feeling the same way about Steins Gate. It really does do an amazing job of delving into these topics with the human mind or AI, but also like they're real topics, they're real issues and things that aren't just science fiction. There are things to consider when trying to make something like this, and it's really interesting. What makes it that much more fascinating? It's not like, oh, this is some random thing that's based on our random rules. It's like, oh, you think about this, in real world terms, and I always like that. I always like when they mix in some real world aspects in a story like this. All right, so had the interview, walking out. Wanted to talk a little more, but Maho and Moeka seem to have work to do, so I decided to leave. Phenomena. Maho thought exactly the way most AI researchers did, that there were no black boxes in the human brain. But I knew the truth. There were things inside the brain that science couldn't explain. Like Steiner! It's the power of the gods. Was it ever going to be scientifically explained? Oh, jump into Maho. She out doing some shopping? It's funny. There is a penguin in the comments. I can't remember what their username is, but they have a little Maho avatar or little profile picture of her little funny goofy face, and they're like, "I've been looking forward to Nico going to this setting for the longest time." You don't say. Why does that not surprise me? Little Maho face penguin. Could you possibly be a massive Maho fan? No, that wouldn't make any sense at all. Yeah, this has got to be her ending. I don't know if I get a Moeka ending again. I mean, well, I got a Kurisu ending, so I suppose I still could get an ending for characters that I've already, like, had endings with in the previous game. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking maybe there'd be endings for, like, Kaede or Fubuki, some of the other characters. I figured maybe Kurisu is, like, well, she's the main, the main focus of this game in terms of her knowledge about the time machines and the Amadeus stuff. But I don't know, maybe we will get like an actual Moeka ending. Maho quickly choked back her yawn and looked around to see if anyone saw her. There were other people doing the same thing she was, leaning against the railing of the bridge and killing time. Of course, they were all too focused on themselves to pay her any mind. She planned on spending the day at Faris's house, taking care of the paperwork left over from the office's temporary closure. Oh, by the way, you guys also explained that the Faris, that's actually what Muri calls Faris, because she found the actual way to pronounce Faris's name to be too hard. That's right. Actually, I do vaguely remember that from Steins Gate. Rintaro! Dr. Les, I haven't seen you in fucking ages, man. What are you doing? Out in the street fucking murdering folk in the name of science? Looking for those goddamn shaman girls? Just like you always do, you mother flipping pimp. But this morning, she got a call from Dr. Leskinen that had sent her hurrying to Tokyo Denki University. Tokyo Denki had, it seemed, to offer them a temporary room at the school while their office was closed. It was full of mercenaries. Dr. Leskinen called Dr. Izaki at Tokyo Denki, who had given it to them without a second thought. So now she had decided to pay the new office a visit and discuss what they planned to do for the future. The Kanda campus for Tokyo Denki University wasn't that far away from Akihabara, it seemed. It's always a nice day in fucking Akihabara. The sky that poked out between the buildings had the clear color that was unique to winter. She spent the whole of yesterday cooped up inside her room, so the cold air felt good. She crossed her arms and reached upwards. The reason she was standing here was that she was waiting for Moeka. Oh, by the way, you guys also reminded me, I kind of forgot about this too. In the original Steins Gate, when I voiced Moeka, I actually gave the Moeka in the messages that she leaves in the phone a more excited, like, higher-pitched voice, because she's so much more bubbly when she's speaking through the phone. That's right, I forgot about that. I'm sorry, almost there! Sorry! No hurry, take your time. Thank you! Maho didn't know the way to Tokyo Denki, so Moeka had kindly offered to take her there. And she'd asked for something in exchange. Maho didn't really like having her picture taken, but if Moeka was nice enough to interview her, she wanted to do everything she could to help. Moeka had gone back to her home to get her camera. She said it was close enough to walk, so Maho decided to just wait. I know, right? And incredibly murderous when she isn't on ride. She closed her phone and looked up. And then she saw Moeka directly under the bridge running towards her. Hauling ass. Gomenasai. I'm fine, I just... Moeka went around in front of Maho and started to walk ahead. Oh god, the corpse party banner again. The year had just started and the subway was empty. Maho decided to take a closer look at Moeka, who was staying next to her and grabbing onto one of the handles. Ah! What are you looking at? Moeka realized she was being watched and tilted her head. She took out her phone and started to type. His phone suddenly rang at the bottom of her bag. She just received a rhyme message.
What's up? I see, so we could talk on the train like this. Feels strange talking to you on Rhine when you're right next to each other. You didn't look like you were doing well. It may have just been my imagination.
Moeka's expression didn't change much, but Maho thought that didn't mean she had no feelings. When she looked into Moeka's thin, pretty eyes, she could see that she was an interested observer of many things. Maybe that's what you'd expect from a writer.
Sorry to worry you. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Sorry. Actually, you get to Denki University, Dr. Hiyajo.
Damn, we're gonna get there. And then fucking Moeka's gonna put on her backer suit and go on a rampage again, right?
So we're being called Dr. Hiyajo. What? It's weird? Yep. You don't have to call me doctor both in the real world and on Rhine. Let's be a little more informal. Sorry. But then, what do I call you? Just call me by my name. That's what you do for Okabe, right? Jealous?
Are you sure I feel like they use that jealous emote in all the weirdest places. Like,
so you do for Okabe, are you jealous? Are you
They use it way too much. No, I'm not. Why? Why'd you send me that?
It's because it's a student and younger than me. You can treat me the same way. We'll be roommates for a while and we're both about the same age. So how about we call each other Moeka and Maho?
I can't do that! We would never tell by looking at them, but Maho and Moeka were only a year apart. Maho was 21 and Moeka 20, which meant that she was older than the two. I couldn't help but wonder what kind of deal you had to make with God to get that height and those voluptuous breasts. God damn it!
No way! I never called anyone by their first name. I'd be too nervous. Then how about Kiryu and Hiyajo?
Kiryu-chan! How about that?
Please be one of the few friends I've got in Japan. Got it, will do. Okay, then try singing now. Out loud, do it!
Moeka suddenly jerked upright, opened her eyes wide. Ah!
I don't like talking.
Maho nodded at Moeka's whispered question. Oh, I freaked out, Upa.
If we're doing it, I want to start now. But, like, I just said, I'm really not good at talking to people. Go back inside! Really? I thought you were just nervous because Okabe was with us last night. Like, you're the kind of person who gets nervous around the opposite sex. It's true that when I talk to men, I get even more nervous. In other words, it's just girls. It's not so bad that you can't talk. Well, maybe. And since we're both girls, let's get along. Since we're both girls, it's okay to bathe together. I know, how about this? When it's just the two of us, how about we try to talk in person instead of Ryan as much as we can? I'd be less bored with someone to talk to. If you're going to be a writer for a magazine, I think it'd be a good chance to practice, don't you? Okay, I'll do my best.
Moeka seemed to steel herself and then turned towards Maho. Here it comes, are you ready? It's gonna be amazing! Hi! Oh my god, I did it! Oh my god, she said it! Yes! Bullshit power strike again.
Hiyajo-san.
Oh no, she's trying to say Hiyajo. But it still said hi, alright? Still counts.
Yoroshiku. Onegaishimasu.
I love you!
よろしくね、Kiryu-san.
Kiryu-san! And then Moeka passed out. The train arrived at their station. Ain't like corpse party? Fuck no! The area around Tokyo Tenki was quiet. Moeka told her that the surrounding areas were offices and government buildings, which meant that at this time of year there was almost no one around. She felt bad, but decided to have Moeka wait outside. School was still on break, so she could have waited in one of the rooms on campus, but Moeka had refused. But I refuse!
終わったら連絡するわ。
Okay, I'm just gonna stay out here and get wet.
She split with Moeka. Maho got very lost on her way to Zaki's lab. The school was completely empty because of the break, so she couldn't ask anyone. In the end, she had to call Dr. Leskinen and get detailed instructions. Oh! Dokori rundai, Rintaro! A ladder was taped to the door marked Dr. Izaki's lab. The The letter had a photo of smiling Dr. Leskinen along with some low-resolution text that looked like it was directly printed from a PC screen.
世界脳科学総合研究機構日本オフィス準備室
Come here to have your brain poked at!
の設立者アレクシス・レスキネンからのお願いをお読みください。これをご覧の皆様全員から1ドルずついただければすぐにでもおでん缶が食べられます。
Oh my god! It's like, this sounds like one of those Wikipedia things where it's like, if everyone who just clicked on this thing donated $1 right now, we'd be done in 5 minutes. If everyone who's reading this can put $1 right now, I could be eating a single can of Odin.
相変わらずこういうのが好きね、教授は。
Please feed me! Send me shaman girls! No matter how formal the setting, when Professor wanted to tell a joke, he'd do it. He was really just like a child. Okay, that was a joke. I thought he was serious, honestly. But his carefree personality let Maho and Kurisu relax and enjoy their work. Until it won't. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for him to go full cray-cray. He's gonna pick up fucking Okabe and just rip him in half one day. Excuse me, Rintaro! Crack! Ah! Wow, you don't seem to be feeling so good, Rintaro! Suddenly remembering Kurisu made her heart ache a little. She suddenly realized that her sudden change of address, coupled with living with a person she barely even met, was taking its toll on her. Today she finally got the chance to talk to her again. Or more accurately, the memories she left behind. I'm sure at some point she's gonna confront Amadeus about, you know, how did you feel about me? Or how did Kurisu feel about me? Kind of surprised she hasn't done it already. Probably just hasn't worked up the courage. When she stepped inside the lab and called the professor's name, the giant in the back came running to her.
Ya Maho, yoku kite kureta ne. Power up shita junbi shitsu e yokoso.
はあ。つまりこのテーブルとソファー2つがパワーアップした準備室なんですね。
Yes, 春歩であることこそが真理へ近づく秘訣であるというだろう。
誰の言葉ですか？
私さ。ははは。
Ha ha ha! Ha! Thank you, Dr. Fulbright. The professor clapped his hands and laughed. Maho ignored him and went to sit on the sofa. He didn't seem hurt.
さてと、それで今後のことについてだが。
ああ、すみません。アマデウスを立ち上げるのでちょっと待ってください。
She got her laptop and put it on the table. Her OS, a Linux variant customized for research purposes, booted up and displayed the login screen. Maho typed in her account name the same way she'd done 1,000 times before. Wow, yes! Linux! Look at that! We're actually saying a real thing here, for once. Basic software of a computer. This entire system allows for other programs to operate in parallel. I'm surprised they didn't call it like a Linus or something. I don't know if this is really gonna, like, would they really run into copyright issues if they actually used the real names of things? I feel like if it were a joke, they would have done it to everything, right? Every real life thing. But they only seem to do it, they seem to do it most of the time, but there are still a few exceptions to it. Maybe things are more like public domain. I don't know. I don't know how much that really matters that much, you know? I guess you don't want to, I mean, right? Like, just to say, like, some random thing like that? I think some of that gets kind of, like, blown out of proportion and it really doesn't matter that much if you actually said someone's name in a, I mean, well, I guess their name is copyrighted, so would someone really do that? Would someone be like, you mentioned our McDonald's corporation, you mentioned McDonald's in your game for one line, it was just a random non sequitur too, we're gonna sue you for that. I don't know. I don't fucking know. We are just that petty. We have that much money to spend on useless bullshit. So Larry. For just a moment, she stared at the letters in her account name. She quickly put in the password and called it the desktop. Before long, Kurisu appeared on the screen.
Behold!
In glorious 1440p.
久しぶりって、一昨日も話したじゃない。
あれは緊急事態でしたから話したうちに入りませんよ。それでなくても最近あまり話せなかったし。
So she actually have a concept of time in there? Does she actually feel like she's waited 2 days?
仕方ないわよ。 テスト中なんだから。
During Okabe and Kurisu's communication test, Maho and Dr. Leskinen had avoided talking to Amadeus to keep from adding noise to the experiment.
岡部さんも最近はあまり話してくれませんけどね。もしかして先輩と岡部さん、私に内緒でよく会ってるんじゃないですか？一昨日も一緒にいましたし。
そんなんじゃないって言ってるでしょ。なんであなたはどんな時でも頭の中に色恋妄想が渦巻いてるのよ。
I feel like the person that voices Maho has got to voice some tsundere characters. I mean, she's a little tsundere here too, but like, I don't know, just like her voice sounds so like quintessential titular tsundere sounding. Like, oh, they have the nice touch, and where they get really nervous. I can't do it, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Like that pink-haired girl from Zero no Tsukema with the really long name.
妄想じゃありません。冷静な観察と分析に基づいた角度の高い推論です。
それならそっちを先行にすればよかったじゃない。あなたの的外れな分析じゃ博士号どころか大学卒業も危うかったでしょうけど。
Miles like, shut up, slut! Oh, savage! Dr. Leskinen brought hand scared and exaggerated emotion.
この雰囲気懐かしいね。昔はキャンパスのどこにいても君たちを探すのに苦労しなかったよ。いつでも二人の話し声が聞こえていたからね。
もう教授、冗談はやめてください。
それほど仲がいいということさ。
それほど。
君たちはまるで姉妹のようだ。さあ、それじゃあ今後のことについてのメーリングを始めよう。時間を最も効率よく使った人間が勝利する。これも私の言葉だよ。何かミュージックが欲しいな。クリス、お願いできるかい？
Play some Mozart.
はい。
Soft piano melody began to play from the laptop speakers.
これは
先輩、覚えてますか？私と先輩のきっかけの曲ですよ。
She'd never forget. It was what had brought them together a year ago. It was the symbol of their relationship. Oh, flashback. A year ago, in September of 2009, Kurisu had officially joined the Brain Science Institute. She completed the graduate school's doctorate program in May of that year and had only turned 17 in July. Ma herself had joined the Brain Science Institute at an extremely young age, but her record had been beaten by quite a lot. Kurisu was a genius. Everyone who met her could tell. Dr. Leskinen had been Kurisu's advisor during the program, so Maho had met her several times. And that was enough to tell her that Kurisu was different. Kurisu never showed off her own talents. Actually, she didn't seem to think of herself as particularly intelligent at all. But it actually made it a little hard for the people around her to approach her. Whenever you talked to Kurisu, you were forced to realize that there was a gap between you and her that could never be erased. She learned later from Dr. Leskinen that things had been the same in grad school. It was rumored that was the real reason she'd come to America from Japan at the age of 11. No matter what she wanted, no matter where she lived, she was cut off from the people around her. This is what it meant to be a genius like her. Since Ma was a girl too and close to her in age, she actually considered Risu more of a rival. Since they were working in the same field, they were going to be compared. She didn't want to lose. It was why Maho had never thought of going to talk to her. And Kurisu was so busy learning how to work at the lab that she'd never come to talk to Maho. But then 2 weeks after Kurisu came to the lab, a certain classical song had changed their relationship forever.
再セット。
There were two types of people in the world, those who worked better with music and those who worked better with silence. From brain science perspective, the idea that you could concentrate better with music was sheer nonsense. Whether you were aware of it or not, the sound was vibrating your eardrums and your brain was continually analyzing it. But if there was ever a public debate on the subject, Maho would want to take the first position. Theory and feelings were different. You could concentrate best with music in the background, or you could be more creative. But there was one condition.
流していて集中できる音楽はモーツァルトが作曲したものに限る。
Yes. Maho whispered to herself as she turned toward the computer. She'd been running a patch on some equations for 2 full days and had finally completed. Today she was going to spend the whole day analyzing the output. It was Saturday, so she was the only person in the lab. This was the one day she had this whole huge space to herself. So she decided to play Mozart's 11th Sonata from the speakers, not her headphones. She didn't intend to pay any attention to the music. This was more like a ritual she needed in order to concentrate. It was a warm-up exercise before she could dive into a sea of numbers and equations. When she dove in, she wouldn't need it anymore, so she simply stopped hearing it. She stopped seeing everything around her too. All she saw was the numbers and equations. And all that was in her head were numbers and equations. All that was left was a thinking machine named Maho Hiyajo. Her mind left behind the bonds of their physical body, and the speed of her thoughts accelerated towards infinity. Like a god, it was time for another fun journey.
おはようございます。
Ah, dead! Someone suddenly whispered in her ear, and Maho jumped out of her chair, lost her balance, and fell. She looked up and saw Kurisu staring down at her, beginning to panic.
すみません。そんなに驚かれるとは思わなくて。
クリス、驚かせないでよ。
何とか呼んだんですけど、聞こえなかったみたいで。
ああ。
Ma stood up and sat back in her chair.
ごめんなさい。集中してて聞こえなかったわ。
はい、そうだと思ってました。
And you should have just left me alone. Maybe Kurisu could tell she was thinking that because she quickly added.
申し訳ないとは思ったんですが、せっかく休日に先輩とお会いしたわけだし、挨拶しておきたいなって。それに、まだ作業を始めたばかりのようでしたから、お邪魔にはならないかなって。
今来たの？
はい、私だけかと思ったから驚きました。
Then Ma realized something was strange.
あなた、今来たって言ったわよね。だったら、なぜ私が作業を始めたばかりだと分かったの？
それは。
Kurisu pointed to the speakers.
まだ第一楽章の頭でしたから。
Ah.
ケッヘル331、モーツァルトピアノソナタ第11番イチョウチョ、第一楽章。
K331. That's a mouthful. Well, try to say it full. It's a mouthful. Mozart's Piano Sonata number 11 in A major, the Turkish March. K331 refers to the song's Köchel number, which is a numbering system developed by Ludwig von Köchel for the purpose of indexing all of Mozart's works so that people worldwide could have a standard method of referring to them.
あなた、モーツァルト好きなの？
I am Mozart.
それに、モーツァルト全般というよりは、この曲が好きなんです。世間的にはトルコ行進曲の方が有名ですけど。
The Turkish March, yes. Sounds composed of 3 movements. The third movement is particularly exceptionally famous, often performed on its own. Yeah, we all know that one.
私はこの第一楽章の静かな調べの方が心地いいですね。
私も同意見よ。
よかった。私も気合を入れて集中するときは BGM にモーツァルトを流してます。科学者としての発言ではないですけどね。
Maho couldn't help but laugh as she realized Kurisu was saying the same thing she'd said earlier. In the 2 weeks since Kurisu had joined the team, Maho hadn't been quite sure how to deal with her, but now she wanted to know a little more. So she used the signal her coworkers always used when they wanted to take breaks.
コーヒーでも飲む？
賛成です。先輩にいくつか質問したいこともありますし。
As she watched Kurisu follow her, filled with energy, she was reminded of the pet dog she used to have. But later she would realize that was one of the things that made Kurisu cute. She got 2 hot coffees from the lab coffee machine, and the 2 of them talked about their research for a while. It must have been a strange sight, 20-year-old Maho and 17-year-old Kurisu debating the latest developments in cerebral physiology while drinking coffee out of paper cups. You know, I'm a little uncertain, like, is Maho actually digging on Kurisu? Like, does she actually sort of like her? Like, is that what this is? I was initially thinking this was more of a colleague that she respects. I mean, earlier on she was saying that she loved Kurisu, right? But, you know, I mean, I don't know if she means, like, loves her, or is actually in love with her as well. I don't know. It may keep it kind of vague throughout this entire thing, but I suppose it could be a possibility. She does seem to care about her quite a bit. Cerebral physiology, the study of the cerebrum, the part of the brain that controls human and animal actions. In recent years, the field of AI has achieved many things with technology called neural networks that mimics the structure of the human brain. Because of this, one popular approach has been the use of an information science-based approach towards cerebral physiology. But the two of them realized that since they'd never had someone of the same sex and age to work with, these conversations were a big help to both of them. Having the older Maho around must have been a particularly big help to Kurisu. Once in a while, Kurisu would still call her senpai, the Japanese word for an upperclassman or a more senior colleague.
そういえばアインシュタインはバイオリンが趣味だったらしいですね。
モーツァルトを尊敬していたようね。モーツァルトを好きになることは由緒正しき科学者の伝統なのかもしれない。
もしそうなら光栄ですね。
Cup of coffee! I see onto the cup there. And then Kurisu says, Tobo? Or something? After a short debate about their work, the two of them talked about Mozart until they finished their coffee. After she had a real conversation with Kurisu, Ma realized that she was totally different than her first impression. Every time she spoke, she'd smile or pout. It was adorable to watch. But the only thing she had in common with most people her age was her appearance. She was a genius.
先輩はアインシュタインがあなたにとって死とは何かという質問にどう答えたか知ってます？
いいえ、なんて言ったの？
死とはモーツァルトを聞けなくなることだ。日本ではそれなりに有名な言葉なんですよ。
Death means not getting to listen to Mozart anymore. It was a more romantic phrase than she'd expect from the Einstein she thought she knew.
へえ、知らなかった。アインシュタインがそんなことを言ったのね。
いいえ、言ってません。
え？
あ！
まあ、厳密には言っていないことは証明できませんけど、少なくとも記録は残っていないと思います。
どういうこと？
Just super popular. Everybody knows it, but nobody knows if it's actually true. Kurisu smiled and put her finger up to her lips.
昔、日本で発売された本に別の本からの引用としてこの言葉が載っていたんです。けれど、その本には引用元の署名が書かれてなかったし、今に至るまで引用元の本は見つかっていません。
著者がでっち上げたってこと？呆れた話ね。
証明はできませんから
Probably did.
断定もできませんけどね。でもこの言葉、私はとてもアインシュタインらしいロジカルなものだなって思うんです。
ロジカル？
Logical?
だって死んだらモーツァルトは聞けなくなりますよね。
Once you get.
そんなの当たり前じゃない。
はい、当たり前なんです。
That's why when I die, I'm gonna put some AirPods in my ears when they lower me into the ground, so I can listen to Mozart forever. And then when I die, I decide to do that, and my spirit is just listening to Mozart. I'm like, oh, this is a bad idea. No, damn it. Oh, I wish I could reach the fucking iPhone to change the song. I'm so sick of Mozart. Damn it. God, can you do something? God's over there watching reruns of Breaking Bad. He's like, nah, I'm busy.
モーツァルトに限らず、死んだら何も聞くことはできなくなる。命題は真です。ね、ロジカルですか？
あなた面白いわね。知性と幼さが一つの脳の中に同居してる。
幼くなんかないですよ。
ごめんなさい。遅くなったけど、改めてよろしくね、クリス。
クリス。
Ma offered her hand, and Kurisu shook her with a smile. Kurisu's hand was warm.
よろしくお願いします、先輩。
Aw, that's cute. Mozart had brought the two of them together. Kurisu was a child beloved by God. Everyone was amazed and astonished by her unmatched creativity. Everyone, including, of course, Maho. Something. Felt like she had to remember something important.
おはようございます。
Ah! Ah! Ah, bleh. Someone suddenly whispered in her ear, and Maho jumped off the sofa.
クリスの言う通りだったね。
At some point, Dr. Leskinen picked up the laptop and taken it and put it behind Maho's back. Kurisu was on the screen laughing at her. Evidently, the professor had brought it close to Maho's ears and Kurisu whispered her.
He's like, hey, baby cakes.
先輩、今集中モードに入ってましたね。教授が何度呼びかけても自分の世界から帰ってこなかったですから。
ああ、すみません。
こんな非常事態でも研究する姿勢は大したものだよ。
Professor put the laptop back on the table and sat on the sofa across from her. And then they started the meeting. She discussed their future plans with the professor. One of the options that came up was going back to America. America? It's like it bugging Maho the whole time during the meeting. When she was remembering how she'd met Kurisu, she was also remembering something else. Saliri, Maho's user account name. She picked it a month after Kurisu had died. For some reason, she couldn't stop thinking about it. And she's regretting doing it because it's kind of like it's forcing her to keep thinking of her, in her mind, her inferiority to Kurisu, maybe. After she finished her meeting with Dr. Leskinen and left the school, she realized it had started to rain.
やっぱり降ってきちゃったか。日本の天気予報は驚くほど正確ね。桐生さん、どこかお店に入っているのかしら。
Kiryu-san! She's over there battling Majima. Ah! Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Come at me, bitch! Ah! You know, that's the good shit! Shoot me again! I can't die, it's alright! Just as she went to take out her phone and send a message to her, she got a message of her own from Kurisu.
It was fun talking with Sawayama today. Tell me about Okabe next time. I had fun too. I said this before, but it's not like that.
These guys sure like to spam their motes. She's about to snap and say something back when she saw Moeka in her field of vision. Oh! She opened her folding umbrella and was crashing by the side of the road with her phone out. When Maho approached, she saw a flower blooming between the asphalt and shrubbery. Moeka was trying to take a picture of it.
桐生さん、ごめんなさい。
Kiryu-san!
お待たせしちゃったわね。
I can't not think of that every time they say Kiryu-san. Moeka looked up and opened her mouth hesitantly.
Hiyajo-san.
Ma was happy that she said her name.
花取ってたの？
Moeka nodded and looked back toward the ground. There was a tiny flower blooming where the asphalt met the shrubbery. There was no other flower like it in view. The wind must have brought it here. The flower's color was striking, but something, perhaps the rain, made it look sickly. Moeka took a picture of it. And then another and another. The umbrella in her hand seemed to be stopping her from taking a good picture.
傘持ってましょうか？
別に。
いいからいいから。
I'll practically yank the umbrella of Moeka's hand.
ありがとう。
どういたしまして。
Aw. They're friends now. Yay. Moeka used both hands to steady her camera, and then when it came to focus, she pressed the button. A moment later, she stood up satisfied.
うまく撮れた。もう大丈夫。
ポートレートの準備かしら。
Moeka shook her head.
ヒヤジョーさんの写真は撮れない。雨降ってきちゃったから、風景を撮るのは習慣。
写真を撮るのが好きなの？
Moeka shook her head again.
証明。今日、自分がどこにいたかの証明。
証明？
そう。
For what I'm fucking dead later, because I'm around her. I'm definitely gonna die.
それってどういう？
And then she heard the sound that meant she received a rhyme message.
またクリスからかしら。
私にも来てる。フェイリスさんから。
フェイリスさん？
Faris-san? Master, yeah! The 314th prophecy of Fantima has come to pass, yeah!
Oh god, they're gonna be so confused. They don't understand Faris and her weird freaking Chubia ways.
The hearts of men have lost the will to believe, and the seal created by the sacrifice of the ancient Incan civilization has been broken, yeah! It's only a matter of time for the Dark God, the Master of Pluto, revised, yeah!
Master of Pluto, a dwarf planet discovered in 1930 by astronomer Clyde Tenbaugh. Except it's not a planet anymore. Poor Pluto. Piece of shit.
Not only the Earth, but the whole Galactic Federation is in danger, yeah! Summon the House of Lords to the side immediately, yeah! The President's missing! I'm sure he's flown off Air Force One or something to fight the enemy himself, yeah! I'll start the ceremony to seal him away once more, yeah! I want you to buy time for me till it finishes, yeah! Thanks. Wait. What are you talking about? I was joking, yeah! Sorry. But really, there's a big trouble, yeah! What? What happened? I'll explain later, yeah! There's a critical mission I want you to do before you head back to the condo, yeah!
Critical mission! Both Maho and Moeka looked at each other, confused by Faris' strange message.
二人ともよく来てくれたにゃ。タイムリミットが迫っているけど、まだ時間は残っているにゃ。
What the fuck are you talking about?
できているかにゃ。
できている。
It's time!
ええ。では、始めるにゃ。作戦名は。シンデレラたちの秘密の女子会。
Oh!
まずドッキリ発言。
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy wow! Moeka! Jesus Christ, girl! Oh my god! Look at Maho's little pink outfit! Oh my god! It's so cute! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's like a total like the left side, super adorable. Moeka's like, holy crap, that is revealing. That is scandalous. And then Faris is in the middle, having a good old time. Oh my god. Maho's looks so funny. Mine's a little panda. She got a popsicle. Oh my god. Oh my god, I want to make this my fucking desktop wallpaper. It's so adorable. Maho looks so done. She's like, why did I agree to put this on?
二人ともどうしたにゃ。テンション低いにゃ。
I'm surprised that Moeka actually put that on too.
せっかくの女子会なんだから、もっと楽しむにゃ。
どれさにゃ。
まあいいけど、まさか二人にやっておいてほしい重大なミッションが夕飯を抜いておくことだとは思わなかったわ。
Eating a whole bunch of junk food and wearing a panda outfit. Like panda PJs or something? The two of them had suddenly got a message that Faris was having a girls' party that night. Faris had asked them to skip dinner so that they'd have empty stomachs for the party. And both Maho and Moeka had done so.
さあさあ、何でも好きなものを食べるにゃ。ケーキもアイスもちょっとだけお高めのものを買ってきたにゃ。
Holy crap. Faris started to rummage through the plastic convenience store bags with a smile. Normally, Faris acted like she was rich, and in fact, she was rich. So she could have easily purchased the most expensive cake that either of them had ever tasted. But she realized that the right cakes and ice cream for a party like this was the ones you got at a convenience store. She purchased them without any hesitation. Maho thought that must be one of the reasons why the customers and maids at May Queen admired her so much. Aw, that's funny. That's so cute. Faris is like, it's like having a girls' night out, right? Feels like she has two sisters now. She's relishing in it. She'd been working short-staffed at May Queen since the start of the year, so it had been hard, but she wasn't showing any signs of exhaustion at all. I just can't get over Maho's expression. Why does she have the best expressions in this fucking game?
フェイリスに惚れちゃったかにゃ。女の子からの求愛はいつでもウェルカムにゃ。
Nya! Do I look like I fell in love with you?
そんなんじゃないわよ。照れることないにゃ。プレゼントも気に入ってくれたようで、フェイリスも嬉しいにゃ。思ってた通り、すっごく似合ってるにゃ。さあ、パンダパジャマ。
Oh, it is her panda PJ!
気に入ってるわけじゃないわ。せっかく用意してくれたものを拒否したら失礼だから。
The hooded panda pajamas that Maho was wearing were a gift for Faris.
サイズがぴったりなのは別にいいんだけど、どう考えても子供用よねこれ。
It fits perfectly.
マホニャンはお人形さんみたいだからきっと何でも似合うにゃ。
その呼び方はやめてってば。
にゃにゃ。
それとお願いだから毎日別の動物パジャマを着せようとか考えないでね。
She was totally thinking that.
何？
マホニャン、心が読めるのかにゃ。すでに1週間分は用意済みだということをなぜ知っているにゃ。
Yes.
もう買ってあるの？
Oh my god, this is the best fucking fan I've ever seen yet. Just as Maho was starting to realize that Faris was just toying with her. Oh my god, Moeka laughing? Moeka was covering her mouth with her hand, trying not to laugh.
キリュウさん？
Kiryu-san!
ないにゃ。
ごめんなさい。笑うつもりはないんだけど。
Maho saw Moeka smile for the first time. So this was how she smiled.
その笑顔すっごく可愛いにゃ。もっと見せてにゃ。
So quiet now.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Faris going in for the titties!
Let me see more. Yeah. Stop motivating me, senpai.
Faris sparkled in the dim light. Without warning, she leapt on Moeka and started to tickle her sides.
こちょこちょこちょこちょこちょ。
Goofy music starts playing. Oh my god, it's working! Moeka was evidently very vulnerable to tickling. She squirmed as tears formed in her eyes as she started to gasp for air. I just realized look at Maho's face! He got even more just like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
いけないことをしている気分になってくるにゃ。
You are doing something naughty. Yeah. Don't you try to tickle me. I swear to God, Faris.
Faris backed up Moeka, panted and gasped for breath.
Oh, I just orgasmed.
しかしものすごいにゃ。
そうね。
Faris and Maho looked at each other and spoke. They're both like,
Look at the size of her boobs. Good lord.
すごいおっぱいにゃ。
yeah, oh my god. Behold. Getting in deep. Moeka was wearing a crimson baby doll as her pajamas. Alright, that's is like a type of clothing. That's such a weird name. A type of lingerie worn by women, notable for its wide hem that fluffs out. It was the kind of adult lingerie that you could never imagine a girl like her wearing. Of course, she seemed unaware of this, and had seemingly totally chosen it because it was easy to move around it. she doesn't get it. Now see, that makes sense. But with Moeka's natural proportions, she ended up looking incredibly seductive. On top of that, when her massive breast shook as Faris tickled her, even Maho felt a little strange.
I feel strange as hell. Am I gay? Yeah, no, I'm definitely gay. I'm definitely gay for Moeka and Kurisu now. I know it in my freaking own tiny boobies.
Moeka apologized and gasped for breath. Maho shook her head to drive away the strange feel. No!
It's okay, we're just girls!
いいわ。じゃあ女子会とやらを始めましょうか。
冷やしてあるジュースを持ってくるにゃ。今夜は寝かさないにゃ。
No one gets any sleep was Faris' idea of a joke, because she had to work early next morning. Party lasted exactly 2 hours, and they talked the whole time. Actually, Faris talked the whole time, but Maho and Moeka would occasionally answer. Most sleepovers, girls talk about fashion and romance, maybe, but these girls weren't interested in those things. Instead, they talked about work and their futures. It was fun to see a different side of each other as they spoke. Moeka, for instance.
趣味で小説を書いてるの。
It's about a badass biker chick that kills everybody. It's kind of a self-biography.
She said she had been reading one of the web novels that were popular lately and had decided to write one herself. And what's more, she said it was a romance with some really steamy scenes. Oh yeah!
読ませてにゃ。
What do you know about steamy scenes, Moeka? You don't even know that the outfit you're wearing is sexy as shit!
無理。まだ一章も書き終わってないから。
I need some first-hand experience. Faris, I need you to show me the way. Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment. Yeah, time for a go party yelling time. Yeah.
And suddenly these CGs take a very 18+ turn. Moeka refused, but Faris and Maho made her promise to let them see when it was finished. Faris has something surprising to say too.
メイドを辞めるつもりはないけど、結婚にも憧れるにゃ。子供がたくさん欲しいにゃ。
Make babies.
Faris had lost her family when she was young, so she wanted a big family of her own and as soon as possible. Okabe, you better get working, son. Ah, god damn it. Fine. It was probably going to be a very lively family. For the last 30 minutes, Faris talked Maho into giving a lecture on AI research. Maho gave a slightly less formal version of the interview she'd done yesterday. She talked about the framing problem, about Amadeus, and about a future where AI surpassed humans. Faris is interested more in more than anime culture. She was into technology and gadgets as well, and she paid close attention to what Maho had to say. But as Maho spoke, she realized that Moeka was starting to look depressed.
キリュウさん、どうかした？
Do I need to tickle you again?
眠くなっちゃったかにゃ。
そうじゃない。未来が怖いと思って。
未来が怖い？
そう。人工知能の研究が進んで、人間より優秀な人工知能が誕生したら、仕事を失う人が現れると思う。私もきっとその一人になるかも。それが怖い。
They're gonna instead make robots that can kill people. Damn it! What will I be here for?
So that was it, Maho thought to herself. Maho had only lived with Moeka for a few days, but she started to figure out her personality. She was a very pretty girl with amazing proportions and good at her job, but Moeka seemed to think she was worthless. She thought that nobody needed her, and that if someone better than her appeared, they would quickly take her place. And once it happened enough that there was no place left where she belonged, then what would happen to her? That scared her.
大丈夫よ、キリュウさん。
そうにゃ。そんな心配いらないにゃ。
私はフェイリーさんやヒヤジョーさんのような特別な技術や知識を持っていない。誰でも私の代わりになれる。
No one can replace them titties.
私よりうまく働ける。
Aww.
私は二人のように優秀ではないから。
だから何なの？代わりがいる。自分より優れた人がいる。それが何だっていうの？
マホにゃ。
私より優秀な脳科学者はいくらでもいるわ。いつかは私が発明した人工知能が私よりも優れた論文を書き上げてしまうかもしれない。でもそれが何だっていうの？ビクトル・コンドリア大学のレスキネン研究所の入り口に一番近い机は私の席なの。扉の立て付けが悪くていつも風が吹き込んでくるし、いつも誰かが廊下で喋っているからうるさくてしょうがないけど、私の席なの。たとえ宇宙が終わったとしても、私はあの席を他の誰かに譲るつもりはないわ。
That's right.
私より優秀な脳科学者や私より優秀な人工知能があの席に座りたがっても譲ってなんかあげるもんですか？人は誰かの代わりなんかにはなれない。 なんて甘い話をするつもりはないわ。代わりが利かない仕事なんて社会活動の中ではめったにないもの。でもだからって代わってあげる義理なんてないわ。私は私なん
Must
だか
fight the
ら。
machines.
私は私。
それにね、優秀かどうかなんて関係ないのよ。もしフェイリスさんと分子レベルで全く同一の生体ロボットが存在して全く同等、もしくはそれ以上の給仕ができるとする。それでも私はフェイリスさんに給仕をお願いするわ。たとえ料金が10倍違っても100倍違ってもロボットに頼もうとは思わない。そこに理由なんてない。私はフェイリスさんが出してくれる紅茶が飲みたいの。つまりはそういうことよ。だから
I was getting so emotional she didn't know what to say next. Aw. Because she's continually compared herself to Kurisu, right? So this is probably something that she said to herself many times.
はあ、
She realized that Moeka and Faris were staring at her in shock.
ごめんなさい。私ったらついムキになって。
私は私。そうなのかも。
Moeka smiled a little. Oh my god! It makes this shit Faris is on top of her, squeezing her tight. You come here!
Oh no, no, I told you not to touch me now!
Oh no! Attack! Attack of the Faris!
何？
Nani? Faris was smiling at her with dewy eyes.
感動したにゃ。マホニャンがそこまでフェイリスのことを愛してくれてたにゃんて。
Oh my god!
その気持ちに応えるにゃ。マホニャンが飲む紅茶は一生フェイリスが入れてあげるにゃ。
Oh, yeah, because you think like, oh, you pick Faris over any robot. That's so cute. Aw.
私そういう話してた？
Next few minutes were a struggle to stop Faris from rubbing her face against her cheek.
Gaslight's the best!
Oh, back to me. That was the cutest goddamn thing ever. Oh my god. That was, I think, the best bit of, like, fan service-y cuteness this entire series. That little speech that Maho gave was also adorable as well. Showed her own feelings. It was nice to actually see Moeka too, and that seemed to have make her feel a lot better. Because we did kind of see that as well, right? In the original Steins Gate, that Moeka did have this very low opinion of herself, right? I think we saw it when Okabe, like, confronted her, right? Or when Braun's daughter got taken over. I think she went and killed her. I sighed a little as I got off the train in Akihabara.
考えてみると俺年明けから5日連続で秋葉に来てることになるな。
I keep coming back here. Yours was our trip to the shrine. On the second, I'd come to deal with the aftermath of that, and then the war line had changed. On the third, I come back to check on Maho and Moeka. On the fourth, as yesterday, Miori had invited me to a New Year's party in Meikui. I hadn't come to Akihabara every day like this since last summer.
フェリスちゃん、どうしたんだろうね。
さあな。あいつの考えていることはわからん。
I bet it's something dirty, whatever it is. There was a reason I brought Miori to Akihabara.
Kill the Algorithm Patrol! At the 30
Oh my god. So much Chumbiu. So much Chumbiu. Basically, something bad happened at Faris's house and she wanted my help. Oh my god, I got a whole bunch of new tips from all those messages too. An ancient island in the Cthulhu mythos that fell below the sea during an earthquake. Now it is an undersea city located in 47 in the South Pacific, between New Zealand and the western coast of Chile. It totally exists, I'm sure. The stars become right. A term used to describe a certain stellar alignment in Cthulhu mythos. When the stars become right, Cthulhu, one of the great old ones, will awaken from his ancient slumber. his weird octopus face. Planetary alignment, the name for a phenomenon where the planets in the solar system will line up in a relation to the sun. It's going to occur anywhere from once every few decades to once in several centuries. Most recent was in 1982, and the next one will be in 2161. And that is when the world will end. There's no scientific value to this phenomenon, but it creates the ideal conditions for visiting several planets at once. For this reason, it was used in the Voyager projects. Since the visual impact is very striking, planetary alignments are very common in works dealing with the occult.
ヒヤジョーさんたちに何かあったのか。昨日、フ
They're
ェリ
dead.
スと話した時は普段通りに見えたんだが。
Looks like Moeka finally snapped.
そんなことないよ。フェリスちゃん、この年末年始はすっごく頑張ってるからかなり疲れてると思う。でもね、フェリスちゃんって弱音を吐くことは絶対にないんだ。どんなに大変でもね、いつも元気なの。なのに今回は珍しくオカリンに助けを求めてきてるわけでしょ。よっぽどのことが起きてるんじゃないかな。
We decided to hurry to Faris' house. We're walking. Mom's still in her panda outfit. What the hell are you wearing, Mom?
This is what it looks like! Okabe-san! It's just really comfy!
Huh? We called Faris' condo from the first floor entrance, but there was no answer. Was Kuroki not in? But at least Maho and Moeka should be.
出ないね。
おかしいな。
I tried again, and this time got a response.
あ、岡部ですが。
はい。お嬢様から伺っております。どうぞ。
Mira and I looked at each other, shocked by the tone of his voice. Kuroki tired. Even when he came to greet us, Kuroki was too exhausted to give us his usual elegant welcome.
Okabe sama.
Yeah, Kuroki called my name weakly, and the next moment he collapsed to his knees like a puppet with his strings cut.
Kuroki-san?
He died that day.
このままでは秋葉家が。
黒木さんどうしたんですか。
岡部様、今すぐお逃げください。ここにいてはなりません。
No, I must fight the demons wherever they are.
何があったんですか。
Okabe-san, just remember to parry a lot, okay? Mash the L1 button.
私にもわかりません。自分で見たものが信じられない。
見た。何を見たんですか。
Kuroki tried to say something, then gave up and shook his head. Then he slowly raised his arm and pointed out toward the end of the hallway.
あそこに。
It's where Maho and Moeka were. Just like happened to them. No! No!
黒木さんを頼む。
Time to go battle something. I left Kuroki in Miyuri's care and ran to the guest room. It's time. The door of the guest room was shut.
ヒヤジョーさん、桐生萌か。無事か。
I'm coming in! Bah!
どっちでもいいから返事をしてくれ。入るぞ。
Oh god, they're gonna be taking a bath or something. Maybe. Oh, actually, there's even a bathroom in there.
どうしてこんなことに。
No, they're dead. Couldn't believe my eyes. Oh my god! Oh, no, it's even worse. Oh! The scene was indescribable. What the hell is all that shit on the floor? Bowls and... The only words I could come up with were a palace of junk. The desk and bed were still where they had been, but everything else had changed. Books, notepads, and other strange objects were piled up on the ceilings, up to the ceilings in layers. What may have started as a temporary pile of books had become a wall that reached to the top of the room. Walls made of hundreds of books were scattered about the room, forming a small labyrinth. Some places the path was so narrow you need to turn sideways to get through. The light from the ceiling no longer reached the floor, so small lights had been set up on top of the carpet. They were like torches in an underground labyrinth. Strangely, the space wasn't dirty. The result of Maho and Moeka's attempts to maximize their creative output was the construction of a labyrinth in the guest room. In a sense, it was the highest application of principles of functional beauty. But it was still a palace of junk. Maho was over there dressed like a panda for some reason. Maho was humming as she typed into her keyboard. She had a big pair of headphones on. Moeka was kneeling on the carpet with her legs splayed, typing into her laptop at the low table. She too was wearing headphones. Time to scare the shit out of them. Booga booga booga. Maho saw me standing in shock at the entrance and took off her headphones.
あら、岡部さん、こんにちは。
Kornichi bleh! Moeka took her her earphones off.
ちは。
すごい部屋だね。
Mira was so astonished she couldn't think of anything else to say. Did these two realize how much it took to freak out Miuri?
二人ともどうかしたの？
I didn't even think it was possible. I've never seen Miuri look like this before.
どうかしたのじゃないだろう。何なんだこの部屋は。
部屋？何かおかしいかしら。
何から何までおかしい。
You've destroyed it! You've killed Kuroki! He's dead out of the way!
一昨日まではこんなじゃなかった。
ああ、そのこと？時間が経てば変わるわよ。物も人も。当然部屋もね。どう？ずっと機能的になってるでしょ？
The fact that Maho didn't seem to find anything wrong with this at all made my head hurt.
探検できそうだね。
For her part, Miuri was wandering around through the labyrinth excited. There were screens to divide the different parts of the room. The screens were different colored baby doll lingerie.
これかわいいね。
かわいいね。
色を選んで吊るしてる。
ほんとだ。萌香さん、大人っぽい下着たくさん持ってるんだね。
Grown-up underwear.
前よりすまんが、話がこんがらがるからちょっと部屋から出てくれ。
I tried talking to Maho and Moeka, but couldn't get any useful information. When it came down to it, neither of them could understand this room was as messy as you could get. Everything they needed was always within arm's reach. The two of them thought it was a pleasant place to work and live. But to everyone else, it was a nightmare. This was definitely the reason why Faris had come to me for help, and why Kuroki seemed to be on the verge of death. Kuroki, the Akiya family's ultimate butler, had a policy of not letting a single speck of dust exist in a room. These two must have driven him over the edge. That explained the terror in his eyes. The terror! He probably tried to clean this room up when they first started living here. Thinking back, he'd been acting strange when I came here 2 days ago. It's too late to save him. He's already gone.
しかし、フェイリスはなぜ俺に助けを求めたんだろう。それに、マユリを連れてくるように言った理由も謎だ。
へへへ。
それについては、マユシーは理由がひらめいちゃったのです。
Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that.
フェリスちゃんはきっとね、このお部屋をお片付けしてほしいんだよ。だからマユシーがお呼ばれしたの。
You are very good at cleaning
だ
stuff.
ったら諦めちゃってたかもしれないでしょ。
Yeah. A big pile of laundry. Yeah, probably. I was looking at the entirely new structure. I was saying you could just clean up. If I come alone, I might have just turned tail and run. Run for my life! It would take a team of professional cleaners a full day to clean this thing up. This wouldn't be worth it unless I was getting paid. I need some money! I wanted to complain, but I was the one who asked Faris to let Maho stay here. I had to do it. Ah! They're not gonna let us touch their stuff because they want everything there.
今日はこの部屋の片付けだ。文句は言わせないからな。これは家主からのオーダーなんだ。
そうなの？いまいち納得できないけど、まあいいわ。了解よ。
分かった。
Just gonna make a mess of it
これ
tomorrow.
だけの知り合いに応援を頼むとして、どこから手をつければいいのやら。
マユシーはね、またまたひらめいちゃったのです。
I don't like the sound of that either.
お掃除軍曹に手伝ってもらうのはどうかな。
Sergeant Clean.
お掃除軍曹。
Oh, you mean Mr. Clean? Mr. Braun?
お掃除軍曹はね、とってもお掃除が得意なの。 部屋が散らかっていれば散らかっているほどファイトが湧いてくるんだって。
Holy crap.
知り合いなのか。
オカリンもよーく知ってる人だよ。
俺のよく知ってる人？
Is it Mr. Braun? Who looks like Mr. Clean? Mary brought me to the lab. More precisely, the Braun Tube workshop on the first floor of the building where the lab was. Oh my god.
なえちゃん。
Oh, it's Nai.
てる
てってる
てってる。
おー。
Oh.
オカリンおじさんもこんにちは。
おかり
マユリ、もしかしてお前の言うお掃除軍曹というのは苗のことなのか？
あったり
Ah, okay.
ー。なえちゃんはね、とってもお掃除が上手なんだ。
She must take after her father then. The ultimate Mr. Clean.
お店も家もなえちゃんが毎日お片付けしてるんだよね。
そうなのか？
そうだよ。
Your cleaning power level's over 9,000!
ブラウン管はお父さんが毎日拭いてるけど、他のところは全部私が片付けてるの。
Come to think of it, I'd never seen any garbage on the floor of the Braun Tube workshop.
別にお父さんが掃除が嫌いってわけじゃないんだよ。私が好きなだけ。ゴミが床に落ちてると片付けなきゃって体が勝手に動いちゃうの。
Well, you're gonna have a field day on this one then.
部屋の汚れは心の汚れだってお母さんがいつも言ってたから。
なるほど。しか
Naruhodo.
しどの辺がお掃除軍曹なのか。
Where's Naruhodo when you need him? Nai's eyes went wide and her face blushed.
マユリお姉ちゃん、そのことは誰にも言わないでって言ったのに。
Ah!
ごめんね。でもどうしてもお掃除軍曹の力が必要なんだよ。
But we need your sweet demon power, Nai!
私は軍曹とかそんなんじゃないよ。
We're still in the verge of crying.
お掃除しているときはほんのちょっと気合が入っちゃうだけだもん。
It's not a bad thing! Why are you crying? It's a good thing!
本当だよ。
I look to be on the verge of tears. Well, a girl her age wouldn't want to be called Sergeant, maybe.
ねえ、なえちゃん。どう
There are girl sergeants!
マユシーたちに力を貸してくれないかな。軍曹ってもう呼ばない？呼ばない。
I'll call you Captain Clean! Ah!
じゃあ、わかった。お掃除やる。猫のお姉ちゃんのお家も行ってみたいし。あ、でも一人は心細いな。大丈夫。みんなで手伝うから。ね、おか
Yeah, we'll be there too. I gotta do this shit as
そうだ
well.
片っ端から声をかけよ
Everybody!
じゃあ準備するから待っててね。うちまで帽子取ってくる。
I ran off toward the station.
う。帽子？何のことだ？
Her cleaning hat.
すぐにわかるよ。
Oh god. Should come back in a hazmat suit. 30 minutes later, Fuki, Kade, and Daru were the ones who answered my call. We met up with Nai and headed to the garbage pit that Faris' conduit had become. And then, Sergeant Clean revealed herself before us. Oh my god. Here we go, guys. Brace yourself! Oh! Oh my god, what? Wait, what? What? Thought you didn't want to be called Sergeant Clean.
She is starting her new persona!
It's the fucking hat. She becomes a different person. Oh my god.
いいかこの部屋が片付くまでお前たちはシャクトリムシさんだ
First Sergeant
通
Tanoji.
常で最下等の生命体だ
Oh my god, what the hell? You've been watching too much fucking Metal Jacket.
お前たちは電化製品ではない掃除機と呼ばれるほどの値打ちもない床の上で縮んだり伸びたりするくらいの価値しかない
Oh my god, she's like the cleaning. She's the Mr. Clean version of Mr. Popo.
お前たちは厳しい私を嫌う
Garbage.
だろうだが憎めばそれだけ学ぶ
The more you learn.
私は厳しいが公平だ私の使命はこの部屋をピッカピカにすることだけ
Ah, such awesome powers radiating off her. I can't look.
だ
Ah,
わかったかシャクトリムシさんども
it's Williams. Get over there, maggots.
なに
Look at how happy he is. Yay! Okay, I was like, I'm scared. I'm scared, Mary. What have you done?
なんだあれは。
姉ちゃんはねお掃除するときはちょっぴり性格が変わるのです
Then she puts the hat on.
性格が変わるとかじゃないだろあれ。人格が変わってる。
小動物系の理美少女が本性を表すとド S 軍曹化してバトンプレイしてくれるとか我々の業界ではご褒美です
Shut the fuck up, Daru, you weirdo.
ダル、自重しろよ。
掃除が終わったら急に優しくなってイチャイチャしたがる展開も希望ぬ部屋の掃除の後はあなたをきれいにしましょうね的な
Oh, for fuck's sake, Daru.
今なんか気持ち悪いことを言ったのは
Who said you could speak maggot? She goes over and just sips the fuck on Daru. Oh, yes, that will be hard. Okay, it's a little hard. It just starts kicking the shit out of him. I said clean, you fat piece of shit. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
自分であります
勝手に喋るな聞かれたらはいかいいえで
Oh my god. Out of your filthy cereal mouths.
それと答えるときには頭とお尻に苗様とつけろ
Oh no. No. No, don't say that way. No. That's just gonna make Daru hornier.
苗様はい苗様リアル幼女から罵倒のシャワーを浴びせてもらえるなんて今日はついてる
God damn it, Daru.
ニヤしているいいか今からお前を微笑みクマさんと呼ぶ
Mr. Smiley Bear.
For now on, your name is Garbage, because that's all you'll ever be.
Garbage.
苗様はい苗様
For now on, you're my bitch.
嬉しいか微笑みクマさん
苗様はい苗様
Stop it. This is getting weird. Stop it.
どうでもいいけどこの苗様はい苗様って言いにくいよ
何文句があるのか微笑みクマさん
Mr. Smiley Bear.
苗様いいえ苗様
バカにしているのか微笑みクマさん
苗様いいえ苗様
Okay, enough already.
よろしい微笑みクマさん30秒以内に廊下の雑巾がけ10往復ださっさと始めろほら123
Wax off, wax off.
苗様はい苗様
Ah, my horny energy feels me.
もっと罵ってください
一人だけ大喜びなやつがいるな。
Daru, you are just too weird. I don't want to hang out with you anymore.
今日ユキさんが来れなくて正解だったかもしれないね
Guy and Fuuki happened to be in a Kiyobara, so they offered to help, but Yuki had work and couldn't make it. For the sake of the Shida family's future, I was glad. Mom, oh god, yeah, really. Mom and Moeka had already given up on trying to match Nai's high energy, and were taking their time washing the windows on the veranda.
よし次そっちの美人のお姉さんたち
私
Chie looks fucking excited. Horny Chie's back in.
美人やっぱり
なんでですか？
我がタイに志願したのか言ってみろ。私たち呼ばれてきただけなんだけど。
Because we're kind of scared of you!
そうなのそうなの。どういう状況なのこれ。質問をしているのは私だ。
You two are gonna die today!
私が聞いた質問に答えるんだ。ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
Nice,
もう一度聞くぞ。なぜ我がタイに志願したのか言ってみろ。ナエ様、掃除をするためです。ナエ様。なら気合を入れろ。ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。気合。さあ、
Clean base.
気を楓ちゃん。ちょっと。本当、掃除は地獄だぜ。
吹雪ちゃんもノリノリだね。
来島さんは相当困ってるみたいだが。
I am terrified right now.
何をおしゃべりしている。さっさとこのそびえ立つ黒くてぶっといやつを下のゴミ捨て場に持っていけ。
Why are you pointing at me?
そびえ立つ黒くてなんだって？
そこのゴミ袋のことだよ。そうだよね。
そうだぞ。さっさと運べ。
ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
ふざけるな。聞こえないぞ。それで部屋をきれいにできると思っているのか。
think this maggots clean that room!
Oh god, I peed myself.
大声出せ。
Put some goddamn game in there!
ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
Ah!
全員おバカな顔を晒している暇があったら一個でも多くゴミを拾え。ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。それが終わったら家中のドアノブをピッカピカに磨かせてやるぞ。
Does that include my doorknob? Shut up, maggots! Ah! Ah!
ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
泣いたり笑ったりできなくなるまでテーブルを磨き上げるんだ。光栄に思え。ナエ様。はい、ナエ様。
Cleaning minute personnel. And so the sergeant kept cleaning until late into the night.
今日は本当に助かったにゃ。フェリスは大感激にゃ。
一時はどうなることかと思いましたが、皆様のおかげで立ち直れました。
That was the worst day of my
手
life.
によりをかけて料理を作りましたので、心ゆくまでお楽しみください。
乾杯の温度は本日のヒーローであるナイニャンにお願いするにゃ。私
Oh, I got back to normal. I'm gonna take this hat and burn it. Die.
適任だぞ、軍曹。
おかりおじさん、それ言わないって約束したでしょ。
But you called yourself that, all right? You're not making any sense tonight.
まあまあ、お願いするにゃん。はい。今日はお掃除を手伝ってくれてありがとうございました。乾杯。
Goodbye!
乾杯。
Let's all get fucked up. I need some alcohol. Oh my god, look at it. Took about half a day, but with Mai's help, we finished the cleaning. When Kuroki saw the cleaned room, he recovered and made us a huge dinner. Now, it seemed like a totally different person during the cleaning, but now she's back to normal. She's holding a cup filled with orange juice in both hands and happily talking to Kaide.
楓お姉ちゃん、ピアノ
Oh, yeah,
弾け
yeah.
るの？すごい。
Oh my god, she really is Kaide, isn't she? V3 Kaide back from the demon dead, but this time as a brunette.
そんなことないよ。
Or black hair.
どちらかっていうと、私は音楽史の方に興味があるの。ピアノはそれこそ弾けるだけって程度だから。
そんなことないよ。すごいよ。
That's not true, you just haven't recovered your powers yet, Kaide. Kaide's modesty was only setting Nai off even more.
楓ちゃん、ナイ様のために一曲弾いてあげたら？
そこにピアノもあるしさ。
A small upright piano was over in the corner of the living room. It was perfect. Play!
ピアノ聴きたい。人に聴かせるような腕じゃないよ。フェイリスはピアノ弾かないから、使ってくれたらピアノも喜ぶにゃ。
もちろん調律は欠かしておりません。
困ったな。じゃあ一曲だけね。
Mary had a little.
She just goes and starts playing chopsticks. Connie sat in front of the piano and lifted the cover over the keys.
何にしようかな。
Seemed happy as she stared at the keys and thought.
これだったらライちゃんも知ってるかな。
Oh!
知ってる。トルコ行進曲。
A classic Mozart song.
正解。
Her 10 fingers danced between the black and ivory keys. A cheerful melody filled the room. She'd been very modest, but it was clear that she had a lot of talent. As the song played on, the rest of the group stopped talking and moved to the chairs and sofas around the piano. And then... Oh! Maho, who had been sitting next to me, suddenly stood up. Sound echoed throughout the room a little louder than she thought it would.
ごめんなさい。気にしないでください。みんなもおしゃべりしてていいからね。
It's like fucking Mozart. Why is it always freaking Mozart?
I kept standing up as if lost in thought.
ヒヤジョさん、どうかしたのか？
いえ、大したことじゃないの。仕事の電話があったのを忘れていて、それを思い出しただけ。ごめんなさい。ちょっと電話してくる。
Maho quietly left the room. Like something was strange. Thought for a moment, and then suddenly looked where she'd been sitting. Maho's phone was still on the seat. But she wasn't making a call after all. I was a little worried, so I took her phone and left the living room. Oh, door to the guest room is open. All right, well, I think we better stop. I think we better stop here. Right? I'm super invested. I want to keep going, but I need to. We're already pretty far into this episode. Oh my god, that was a cute one. God damn, so many funny freaking moments this episode. Holy shit. Freaking girl sleepover, the drill sergeant, freaking Nye. Good stuff. Oh my god. Which means, you know what that means? They gave us all the funny, cute stuff, right? Early on. That means they're setting us up for some serious feels. So that'll probably be what next episode is. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite, and subscribe if you're not already become Picky Penguin. For this LP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. But anyway, guys, as always, till next time, stay classy!